Hello everybody, my name is Spade and welcome back to NASCAR Heat 5 Career Mode. In this episode, we're taking a trip to Kansas to race at the Hollywood Casino 400 at Kansas Speedway. Last episode, we were at Talladega, and we lost again in heartbreaking fashion. That's what, the third time that's happened this season? First time was at Daytona in the 500. The second time was at Atlanta, where we were banging door to door across the finish line. And then Talladega, where we just fell apart on the final lap. Not even the final lap. We fell apart through the final corner into the tri-oval. So let's hope we can rebound. Looking at the playoff standings, we're in 12th. So we're in, but not by much. Kurt Busch currently has 260 points, so we are 45 points above that cutoff line, but we need to get a win and get a win soon. Let's jump to the garage and see where we're starting. Looking at the left side of your screen, you can see that in practice, we're about 0.5 of a second off of our goal time. So, not the fastest car out there, and then during qualifying, we were just slightly slower. Ended up qualifying it in 21st, but one car is dropping to the back, so we are starting it in 20th. During practice and qualifying, it felt a lot like Vegas and Homestead, so I'm expecting another race where it's just a challenge to fight and claw into the top 10. So expect us to run around that 10 to 15 range. If we can get a win this race, great. But honestly, at this point, top 10 is what we're going for. Let's jump to the race. And we are green at Kansas. I don't know, this truck's just a little bit weird. Wasn't able to figure it out as well as I wanted to. It just felt like I was good everywhere except for the center of the corner. That's where the AI was able to pull away from me the most. So we'll see. Ooh, he got on the brakes pretty hard. We'll see how this race goes. Getting a shove from Tyler Reddick. Yeah, you can see in the middle of the corner they do pull away from me a little bit, but it seems like back here while they're all stacked up, I can get a run on corner exit and down the front and back stretch. So we'll see how this progresses. But we're up to 18th right now. Reddick's looking to our inside. I'm going to give it up. I mean, 9 laps in this stage. We have 13 on fuel, so we are good to make it all the way. Suarez is looking to our inside. Now we're getting funneled on back, but we're getting a run underneath Briscoe, but we're making contact. Had to get off the gas pretty hard.
All right, clear low.
All right, not able to make it past before the start-finish line, so we're still riding in 21st. We're next to Justin Haley in the 77. Oop, hit the apron. It's going to make us slide a little bit. I just heard the car has issues sticking in the center of the corner. Like the grip on the center of the corner just isn't there, and it makes us want to slide up the track. And I don't know if it's because of when I'm choosing to get off the gas, get back on the gas, the line I'm taking, I'm not sure. Or if I just need to make some adjustments with the car to help it stick a little bit better. I just wasn't able to find something I was comfortable with. So I wanted to actually get racing against cars and see how the car handled before I made any huge changes. Because like the car didn't feel terrible. Like I was able to... It wasn't ideal, but it wasn't like terrible. I still felt like I could compete. So I didn't want to make too many like major changes until I actually got to racing, but I just don't have the speed.
5 more laps. Careful, still there.
Ooh, hitting doors with Justin Haley ever so slightly.
Inside.
Yeah, look at the run that 41 just got through the center. I just didn't have that.
Hang tight there,
And we're stuck in the middle of a 3-wide situation. Not really where I want to be, but we'll make it work. Or at least try to.
Clear down low. Clear high, bud.
I just don't know what I can do differently just yet. Haven't been able to figure that out to help me get through these corners. Look at the run that Haley's going to get underneath us. I'm going to get on the gas, I'm going to slide up, and Haley's just able to get a run and make it stick. So there's something wrong with my setup here. Byron's going to give us a shove down the back stretch. They're just so much stronger through the center of the corner.
Careful, still there.
Got to figure that out if we want any chance to compete for a top 10 in this race.
Farther on the inside.
So now Byron's going to force his nose underneath us. I'm going to have to give him the spot. Don't really have much of a choice, but I'm going to crank it down, crank it left and fall in behind him. Keep that spot away from the 77. That's Ryan Preece in the 37 right behind us in that bright yellow car. It feels like the tires are wearing, like that right front, I am killing it. Like it's down to 44% already, so I think I need to make some changes to the tire pressure. Alright, coming to the white flag this time around. Maybe we can get a couple more spots, try to set us up in a better position. Like if I can get up to 19th and be able to start on the inside lane for the next start, then we might be in a decent position to gain some spots. But it won't matter if I can't make the right changes to the car. Now the tires are getting worn, though I am slightly faster, a little bit more competitive through the corners. But it just happens a little bit too late into the run for it to really matter as I hit the apron, so I'm not going to be able to take 19th. I'm going to finish this stage in 20th as long as something doesn't go wrong on the front straight away. And there it is. Not awful, I guess. We're able to stay right where we qualified, so no change. But changes definitely need to be made to the car. I'm going to try taking some air out of these left side tires and see if that makes any sort of difference. We'll just start with that and go from there.
We're going green. Be ready here.
And we are green for stage 2. We do gain one spot on pit road, so we are going to start in 19th anyway. So that's some good news. So we got two Hendrick Chevys right in front of us.
You're all clear up top.
All right, we'll see if I just took out some tire pressure in the left sides and took out like about 3/10 of wedge and added a little bit of tape to the car. We'll just see if that helps us any bit through the corner. Help us stick it through the center, but so far it feels like it just wants to slide still.
Careful, still there.
We'll give it a few laps and try to get some feel for the car and how it's handling.
Stay low.
Car does want to slide a little bit. I can already tell that.
All right, clear low.
Yeah, look at the run they're getting on the backstretch that I just do not have right now.
Careful, still there.
Yeah, they're getting on the gas a little bit sooner than I am. So that's helping them with their run.
Stay low, stay low.
So do I need to get off the gas sooner? The car just didn't turn there at all. Felt like the wheels locked up. Alright, yeah, I definitely made the wrong changes to this car. That's for sure. We're going to get a shove from the 9. Can't tell if he hit us or not.
Still there.
That right front, I'm still absolutely killing it.
Careful, still there.
So 37 is now making his way to our outside.
Still there.
That was a better corner. That one felt a little bit better. I didn't really feel like I lost much time, but I'm still racing side by side with Preece. Can't say that's the position I want to be in. As we do have someone spin out in front of us. That's the 43. And, whoa, okay. Fortunately, we can avoid that, and we just run over somebody. But I am going to take... We're not in position for stage points anyway, so I'm going to go back down pit road and try to make some other changes. Maybe we can get this car handling a little bit better.
All right, be smart out here. Going green. Be ready here. Time to go.
We are back under green. It's going to be 3 laps remaining in this stage as I just do not get started for whatever reason. I was going to say I feel pretty confident in my ability to get back up near the top 20, but after that restart, I don't know. The car just didn't get going. Everybody just ran away from me. I have no idea why. Yeah, we weren't in contention for stage points, so there was no reason for me to stay out there and fight for them. And might as well just go down pit road and make the adjustments and see if I can get the car handling a little bit better for me. I mean, I caught back up to the back of the pack pretty quick, but there's just not enough laps in this stage for me to rebound. So that sucks. That restart bug really just... that really set me back. And now I can't even make a move on these guys. Coming to the white flag in stage number 2. White flag is in the air as we take it coming across the tri-oval. We have managed to bounce our way up to the 35th position. So I make slight contact with whoever we just passed there. Definitely faster than these guys, just not enough time for me to rebound. But I am going to take only 2 tires. I'm going to take 2 right sides when we go down pit road and see if we can get some of those spots back. So we're going to finish the stage in 30th as the checkered flag comes up. So lost some spots, but that was just because of the pit stop. Everybody's going to pit. We're going to take 2. We should be able to rebound right here, and I'm still killing that right front. But I didn't really get enough time to see what this stage is going to be all about. So we should have enough fuel to make it exactly to the end, so there's no reason for us to pit unless we get some sort of damage or need to replace tires. And we are under green for the final stage of the day, taking 2 tires and half a can of fuel, bounced us up 15 positions, so we are restarting in 15th. So that's pretty good. And I'm not sure where, I didn't make any changes to that pit stop, because I'm not sure where the car is. I just didn't really have enough time to feel it out. I think it's a little bit better, I'm happier with it, but I was also racing around the slower traffic, so I'm not sure. But like I was saying underneath that yellow, we should have exactly enough fuel to make it to the end of the stage. So there's no reason for us to pit for fuel. So unless I need tires, I don't plan on going down pit road. We have 11 laps remaining in this stage. We have 14 laps of fuel. So yeah, no reason for us to pit here. Bowman is getting a run on the bottom there. Car's a little bit tight. Just a smidge. I think if it was a smidge freer, maybe like 0.2, the car would be feeling pretty good. I just want to see if I can claw my way up into that top 10, and if we'll be on the old tires long enough for me to make any sort of ground back on these guys. Like, I'm losing spots, but I feel the most competitive that I have all day. I'm going to hang with these guys at least a little bit. Ooh, that was a bad corner exit. No damage to the car, though, but it did cost us a ton of speed. Not what I wanted at all. I do see our points leader, Joey Logano, right in front of us, though. So he's not having the greatest of runs, but the cars that I'm worried about are the cars right around me in points. So that's going to be people like Austin Dillon, Brad Keselowski, Martin Truex. Like, those are the guys I'm worried about. Kevin Harvick is a big one there. Almirola. So I just got to stay ahead of these guys to keep my spot in the points all right. I was really thinking we could get top 15 and maybe claw our way into a top 10. I'm just not so sure anymore. Once we get a caution to bottle everybody back up, I'm not sure if we can actually make that work. As Cole Custer is going to be looking to our inside now, coming into the corner. Justin Haley on our outside, racing 3 wide through turns 1 and 2. We are able to get a run out of the middle section of the corner, but we're not able to get around the 41 Ford. Not the greatest corner entry there, but we are getting a good enough run to potentially clear Cole Custer. Yes, we do manage to clear him coming through the tri-oval. 7 laps remaining in this final stage. He's still looking to our inside, but I'm going to close the door on him. But I'm going to hit the apron side of the track, and that is going to cost me a lot of speed. So the 41 is going to get another run back to our inside, and Haley's going to make a run to our outside. 3 wide down the back stretch, heading into turns 3 and 4. Gonna slide up the track slightly on corner exit or entry there. And corner exit, we are getting a bit of a run. Gonna make a crossover move to the bottom. I'm gonna ride this tri-oval on the apron, see if I can gain any time. I'm gonna come back up the track as we were racing 3 wide. Spotter said 1 outside. It was actually 2. Thank you, Gordon, for paying attention. It seemed like the middle lane I was getting a better run out of the corner, because that one I was running the bottom and he was able to get the run on me. So I might actually have to start trying to run the middle lane instead of the bottom. It seems like I'm a little bit quicker there.
5 to go, driver. Still there.
5 laps remaining in this race. Gonna see if we can try to muster a 17th out of here. I'm not sure if we'll get another caution. If we get another caution, we'd probably be in a decent position to get a top 15. And here comes Eric Almirola. We were talking about him and wanting to stay in front of him. He is now right up behind that 41 at Cole Custer, looking to take some spots.
Got a car high now.
Hit the apron slightly there. It's going to cost us to side the track and cost us some time as Almirola gets a run on the bottom. I'm going to block that. He is like the one car in this group that I cannot let get around me.
Car there on your outside.
I'm going to put another block on him, but I'm looking too much in my mirror, and I'm going to go on the apron, which is going to cost me time to Almirola and Cindric, and now a whole fleet of cars are going to come around me. And I'm going to drop from 17th to 23rd, I think. 18th. With only a couple laps remaining, that was bad, to say the least. I could really use a caution right now. Give me the best chance to get around the most amount of cars. All we can do now is focus on this group right in front of us. Try to claw and get some positions back that we lost by being dumb. The 10 car, that's the number 1 car I want to get around here. If I can get around him, that puts me in the best spot points-wise, because he's one of our biggest competitors. And the two of our race leaders, points-wise, are not having the hottest runs. Chase Elliott's behind us by a couple spots, and Logano was running out just outside the top 10. Not sure if he still is, as we are coming to 2 laps to go in this race. Gonna make a dive to the inside, but I hit the apron again. If you hit the apron in this game, it kills your entire run.
Got one inside.
It's unforgiving. Gonna try to get a run through this middle lane as Cindric looks to our inside. His tires are really starting to wear. The right front is down to 19%, but we are getting a good run through the center of the corner and onto the tri-oval. White flag is in the air. If a caution were to come out, the race is over. Just got to get around this 10 car. If I can do that, I'm going to be happy. Going to make a dive to the inside. Managed to keep it off the apron. And going to come out of the corner side by side with Eric Almirola. Have the slight edge, but he's able to get a run on that outside lane, making it even, heading into turns 3 and 4. We're going to stick it on the bottom again as he goes to the outside. And I feel like that was one of the better corners I had of this event. I'm able to get it past him. I'm going to slide up the track and clear him. And we're going to come away with a top 20 at Kansas. We got around Almirola, so we're going to keep him behind us in the points for at least this week, which is good news. Just keeping guys like that behind us is all we need to do if we're not going to get wins. Let's take a look at these race results. Looking at the race results, our teammate Denny Hamlin ends up coming away with the win. Kevin Harvick in 2nd, Martin Truex Jr. 3rd, Ryan Blaney 4th, Tyler Reddick 5th, Christopher Bell 6th, Kurt Busch in 7th, Brad Keselowski in 8th, William Byron 9th, and Austin Dillon will round out the top 10. So, other than us, all 3 Gibbs drivers finished in the top 10, 1st, 3rd, and 6th. So, great day for Gibbs. 11th through 20th is where we'll find ourselves, finishing 19th. We do beat up Eric Almirola, who comes away with a 20th place finish. Joey Logano ends up finishing back in 12th, so that's pretty big for people trying to catch him in the points, people like Denny Hamlin. 21st through 30th is where we'll find 2nd place in the points, and only other 2-time winner Chase Elliott. He's in 23rd. Quinn Howe finished in 26th, so we'll see if he drops outside the top 30. That's something to keep an eye on. Kyle Larson back in 27th. And 31st through 40th, Eric Jones DNFs out of the race. And it was a bad run for Chase Briscoe, who finishes all the way back in 35th. And Timmy Hill finishes in 39th. He does have a win, but finishes like that will not keep him in the top 30. Looking at the points standings, Chase Elliott has dropped all the way back to 5th. After that race, Denny Hamlin with his win will jump up to 3rd. Now the difference between Kyle Larson and myself has expanded. So we're pretty far out of the top 8 at this point in time, 43 points to be exact. The race between myself, Austin Dillon, Kurt Busch, Eric Almirola, that's all pretty tight. And Quinn Houff has dropped outside the top 30 and has dropped back to 31st. So that opens up another position in the playoff standings for somebody without a win to get in. And Timmy Hill all the way back in 36th. Fastest lap goes to Denny Hamlin, our race winner, with a 30.675. Most laps led, also Denny Hamlin with 23 on the day. On the move, William Byron started way back in 39th and came away with a 9th place finish. And top break for Eric Jones, who started 19th and DNF'd out of the race, finishing 40th. The point standings definitely are interesting after race number 11. We're in 11th. We have a decent buffer to the top 16, but that can change super quick. A couple bad races, and we can fall out of that top 16 pretty easily. Brad Keselowski does have a pretty good gap on us. It's going to be difficult to catch him anytime soon. Like 44 points is not easily obtained. We have 15 more races until the playoffs officially begin. Anyway, that's going to do it for this episode of NASCAR Heat 5 Career Mode. Not the race that we necessarily wanted, but could have been worse. We're still in the playoffs. We're still competing. And this might be a chance for us to rebound at. Maybe not Darlington, but definitely Dover and Canadian Tire. 2 tracks that I do enjoy. So, that being said, be sure to tune in next episode to see if we can manage to perform any better at Darlington. Thank you all for tuning into this episode and spending your time with me.